And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, they came so close, Charles. They were knocking on the door in a 1-possession game, but ultimately the defense held tough to get the victory.
And doesn't it feel like it just leaves them asking what could have been? So many moments when they could have had a big play to change the outcome of this game. And let's face it, none bigger than that final snap that just fell short.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Jones looking to throw right away.
And his first pass is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, flush to his right. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now Jones. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Throwing Jones. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Back to throw. Jones. Well, that's complete to Shepard. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. Now Jones on first down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Darius Slay with a pick. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with the big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down.
Waiting on it will be Richie James. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. On the return, it's James. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A first down carry for Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I think the best offenses love to get the To their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big bitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't find my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time.
Today, from Empower Field at Mile
And off we go from Denver. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Lawrence going to put it up right away.
Steps away to his left.
And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. A huge play there right off the bat. 66 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, don't fumble the football.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Etienne. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Call it no gain on the keeper. It's going to bring up a 4th down.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Now Wilson back into his end zone. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's Wilson to throw from his end zone. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. To throw is Wilson.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Wilson's throw there complete to Hamler.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They go play action with Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So certainly a defensive mistake here in the first quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call.
And that hurts not just because of the yardage you gave up and give them a fresh set of downs, but that brought the home crowd into this one. And when you go on the road, your job is to silence the crowd, not energize them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Wilson. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. Now Wilson. He completes this to Sutton. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
And a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of...
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Zay Jones. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried the fake extra point, but nothing comes of it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 6-0 our score after 1. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Throwing again here, Wilson.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before they have.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Again, it's Lawrence.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here's Lawrence. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side. I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
That's Foley Fadukasi who got in there and finished off the play.
On third down, here's Williams.
And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout?
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Broncos send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Agnew now to return. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal.
A happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway from the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
On second down, Williams.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime Minks had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Now here comes Jacksonville. We'll get another look at Zay Jones.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now Lawrence
finds his tight end Ingram.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
ETN once more.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Jaguars.
43 yards for Travis Etienne.
And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver.
They run from the shotgun with Murray. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Josh Allen in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. On the return, here's Agnew. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board. Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Josie Jewell.
And the Broncos are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. So the Broncos coming out now.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. After the interception, here's Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Murray.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On 1st down, Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And they'll remain 2 scores back as this holds at a 9-point advantage. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Now Lawrence on the slant. He'll get it to Jones.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not down in the 4th.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
He's going to drop this one down from Murray. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by McManus is good, and that'll move him back within 6 now. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. And they'll go again with Etienne. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Straight ahead, Etienne. They find some open field here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 114 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. On 2nd down, here's the option. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. But guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
From the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he is out of bounds with the first down as the clock ticks inside of 30 seconds. Now Wilson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Passing lanes tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw again is Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stage. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught at the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Lawrence will throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's in.